Ever wonder how big some of these insurance companies really are? I mean, we see the commercials, the billboards, maybe even have a policy with them, but do we ever stop to think about their actual footprint? How many offices, agents, and locations they have scattered across the country? Today, we're diving into that very question, focusing on one company in particular, Brightway Insurance. Now, Brightway might not be a household name like some of the giants in the industry, but they've been making waves with their unique franchise model. And that model makes the question of how many locations a little more complex than it might seem at first glance. Before we get into the specifics, let's talk about why this kind of information even matters. For consumers, knowing the size and reach of an insurance company can offer valuable insights. A larger network of locations can mean easier access to local agents, personalized support, and faster claims processing. It can also speak to the company's stability and resources. On the other hand, a smaller, more focused presence might indicate a more specialized approach or a stronger emphasis on digital services. For those considering a career in insurance, or even thinking about opening their own agency, understanding the franchise model of a company like Brightway is crucial. It gives you a glimpse into the potential for growth, the support system available, and the overall business strategy. So, back to the main question, how many locations does Brightway Insurance have? The simple answer, as of right now, is over 300. But that number is constantly evolving due to their franchise-based expansion. Let's break down what that means. Brightway operates primarily through independent franchise owners. This means that each location is essentially a small business owned and operated by an individual, but under the umbrella of the Brightway brand and utilizing their established systems and resources. This franchise model is key to Brightway's growth strategy. It allows them to expand rapidly without the massive overhead of directly managing hundreds of company-owned offices. It also empowers entrepreneurs to build their own businesses within a proven framework. Now, you might be thinking, okay, over 300 locations, that's a decent number. But how does that compare to other companies? That's a great question, and it's important to put things in perspective. Some of the biggest national insurers have thousands of locations, often with a mix of corporate offices, regional hubs, and agent networks. These companies have been around for decades, even centuries in some cases, building their infrastructure over a long period. Brightway, while experiencing significant growth, is still relatively newer compared to these giants. Their focus on the franchise model has allowed them to scale quickly, but they're still in a different phase of their development. Another important distinction to make is the difference between physical locations and the overall reach of a company. In today's digital age, many insurance transactions happen online or over the phone. A company might have a smaller number of physical offices, but still serve customers across a wide geographic area through their online platforms and call centers. Brightway, while having a strong emphasis on physical franchise locations, also offers online services and support. This hybrid approach allows them to cater to a broader audience while still providing the personalized service that comes with having local agents. Now, let's delve a little deeper into the benefits of the franchise model, specifically for Brightway. One of the key advantages is the local expertise that franchise owners bring to the table. These individuals are often deeply embedded in their communities, understanding the specific needs and challenges of the local market. This can translate to better customer service and more tailored insurance solutions. Another benefit is the shared resources and support provided by the Brightway corporate office. Franchise owners have access to established marketing materials, technology platforms, and training programs, which helps them run their businesses more efficiently. This support system can be particularly valuable for those who are new to the insurance industry. However, the franchise model also presents some unique challenges. Maintaining consistent branding and service quality across a large network of independently owned locations can be difficult. Brightway addresses this through strict franchise agreements, ongoing training, and regular communication with its franchise owners. So, we've established that Brightway has over 300 locations, primarily through its franchise network. We've also discussed the advantages and challenges of this business model. But what does this mean for you, the viewer? If you're a consumer looking for insurance, it means you have access to local agents who are backed by a larger company with significant resources. If you're considering a career in insurance, it means there are potential opportunities to own and operate your own agency within a proven framework. And if you're simply curious about the business of insurance, it means you've gained a better understanding of how different companies operate and grow. It's also important to remember that the number of locations is just one piece of the puzzle. When choosing an insurance provider, you should also consider factors like coverage options, pricing, customer service ratings, and financial stability. Brightway's growth trajectory is interesting to watch. Their franchise model has proven to be successful, and they continue to expand their network. It will be interesting to see how they evolve in the coming years and how they compete in an increasingly competitive market. One last point to consider is the impact of technology on the insurance industry. As more and more transactions move online, the role of physical locations may shift. However, the need for personalized advice and support, especially during complex situations like claims, is likely to remain. Companies like Brightway, with their hybrid approach, are well positioned to adapt to these changes. So, to recap, Brightway Insurance has over 300 locations, primarily through its franchise network. This model allows for rapid expansion, local expertise, and shared resources. While the number of locations is important, it's just one factor to consider when evaluating an insurance company. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.